Hola a todos, estamos aquí con motivo del préstamo de esta maravillosa obra de Alberto Durero, titulada Jesús, entre los doctores, al Museo de Bellas Artes de Amberes. Va a participar la obra en una exposición titulada Turning Heads. Alberto Durero es una de las figuras más importantes del Renacimiento, puesto que es el impulsor y el difusor de las ideas renacentistas en el norte de Europa. En concreto, esta tabla es un icono de la colección, puesto que es bastante importante dentro de la colección de pintura alemana del Museo. Y la obra es muy significativa, puesto que aúna las influencias del mundo del norte con el mundo del sur. Las influencias del norte podemos apreciarlas en este realismo y esta veracidad e incluso crudeza con la que representa todas las caras de los personajes. Y las influencias del sur se reflejan sobre todo en esta composición horizontal con prácticamente todo el espacio pictórico ocupado y por todos los rostros.
Nuestro departamento recibe todas las solicitudes de préstamo de otras instituciones que quieren realizar exposiciones y contar con nuestras obras. Nosotros tenemos unos trámites internos para pasar por todos los departamentos que hacen sus dictámenes sobre la idoneidad de la exposición, sobre el estatus de la obra para viajar y sobre las condiciones de las salas donde va a estar expuesto en otros museos. Todo eso, con esos informes se pasan a patronato y si finalmente se aprueba, tendríamos un préstamo concedido. La obra es un panel y los restauradores nos han especificado unas condiciones particulares para utilizar una caja doble con un sistema de suspensión y de amortiguación entre las cajas para que toda la vibración pueda ser absorbida o reducida al máximo. También tiene unas condiciones de climatización muy particulares porque al ser una tabla es más susceptible a todos los cambios de humedad y temperatura que puede sufrir durante el transporte. Los camiones van climatizados, pero bueno, todos esos cambios intentamos que se reduzcan al mínimo para que cuando se desembale en Amberes esté prácticamente en las mismas condiciones.
Antes de que una obra salga de viaje, antes de que salga en préstamo, pasa siempre por el taller de restauración, donde se sube para hacer un examen exhaustivo antes del viaje. La obra de Jesús, entre los doctores, de Durero, que va al Museo de Bellas Artes de Amberes, ha subido al taller de restauración. Yo lo voy a revisar exhaustivamente, voy a revisar el estado de conservación de la pieza, la capa pictórica, el marco y el montaje. Si hay algún ajuste de último momento que se pueda hacer antes del viaje, se hace en este momento. Cualquier otro trabajo más importante ya se ha realizado con anterioridad y de esta manera aseguramos que la pieza viaja correctamente. Yo voy a reflejar en un informe el estado de conservación de la pieza. Ese informe viaja con la obra, se firma a la salida de este museo y se firmará en el Museo de Bellas Artes cuando llegue a Amberes. Y de esa manera constatamos que la pieza se presta en esas condiciones y en esas condiciones debe mantenerse durante toda la exposición.
The Museo Real de Bellas Artes in Amberes is the largest museum in the Flemish region. It boasts over 8,000 objects. We have here early Netherlandish masters like Jan van Eyck, Hans Memling or Roger van der Weyden, but also Baroque masters such as Anthony van Dyck, Peter Paul Rubens, and Jacques Jordaens. So we're also having the largest collection of Ensor paintings in the world, which is fantastic, of course. We decided to make this exhibition some 7 years ago. It was my colleague of the museum in Dublin who phoned me and said, well, Nico, shall we make an exhibition together on tronies, on faces? And I said, wow, that's a good idea. I'm working on the study of the faces in Rubens's work, so I'm the ideal partner, and Antwerp is an ideal partner to make part of that show. And then Adriaan, after 1 year, he quit his function. I inherited the project, and then after a while, COVID was there. So we had ample time to work on this concept of the exhibition, and that's why this is now really a good, a pleiad of old masters here of the highest rank, and I think I have to say well chosen. We're working with over 40 museums all over the world, amongst the most important, like the Museo del Prado, the Louvre, the Thyssen-Bornemisza, of course, in Madrid. We have a good number of fantastic world-famous works, like the Dürer from Thyssen, like the Ugly Duchess from the National Gallery, like paintings coming from the Getty, the man with the turban. You can't find those objects, these paintings together in one exhibition normally. So we're very fortunate with that. I think this is an exhibition that is of European importance. It's certainly amongst the most important exhibitions in the last decade. And for this museum, it's really outstanding. This is the first major show of this museum after reopening. And we're glad to be able to show a whole pléiade of great names in this exhibition. I contacted the Museo Thyssen-Bornemisza because of one major loan we wanted to secure, namely the Dürer, the Christ amongst the doctors. And so we contacted the director and the curator and talked about the exhibition project and our concept. And luckily enough, it was found, very interested. And so we were very lucky in the end that we could have that loan. So we're very, very happy about that. We've chosen the Dürer because of the fact that in the middle you have the Christ figure who is surrounded by the doctors, and it's an image of good and bad. Now, you have that in several other paintings around 1500, where the good figure, most of the time Christ or a saint, is depicted in a very correct way, in a very beautiful way. The beautiful is considered to be the good, and the ugly is considered to be the bad. It's going back, this philosophy, to ancient Greece and ancient Rome. And it's still problematic, of course, because not everything which is depicted in a beautiful way is therefore true or is therefore good, and not everything which seems to be ugly is bad, But that's the way things were depicted in around 1500, and we start the exhibition with this. And the Dürer is a fantastic example of that. That combined with Metzès and with Dürer, Metzès and Bosch, that's fantastic. It's never been done. And that is, as a starting point for this show, that's magnificent. We're absolutely glad to have the Durero here in Antwerp, in Amberes. And I think we would love to collaborate with the Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum for the future, because I think this is one of the most wonderful museums in Spain and a very rich collection, a very varied collection. And we also hope to be able to, at some point, to be able to serve the Thyssen-Bornemisza Museum for one of the next exhibitions in a few years. If you're interested to see uncommon faces of common people by really extraordinarily old masters, you have to come and see the show here.